There she is. Yeah, buddy. Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video. As you can hear, we've got the cold start started on the ABARTH. I don't even know if you guys can even hear this, or me shall I say, but I'm going to show you guys what it's like a day in the life owning an ABARTH 595. Let's go! Fall in a deep dark space. They say things get better, just hold your time. But it feels like we're waiting forever. Guys, today is my sister's 30th birthday, so as my gift to her, if you can call it a gift, is I'm going to head up to London, so a good 1 hour drive. I might try to capture some footage, guys. The only issue is I use my phone as my camera, and yes, I'll be using it for the nav system. But anyways, will be a good journey. I'll try and take you guys along wherever I can. It'll be good fun. One thing that dawned on me this morning, guys, was the fact that winter is not close, but it's going to start coming soon. And I was just thinking, in terms of content, like, it's going to be dark when I'm making these videos. How weird. Like, no, it's sunny, it's beautiful. It is the middle of the day, but I'm just thinking, what am I going to be doing during winter? Because I just don't know about the quality of the camera when there's no natural lighting like sun. I don't know if any of you have tried to record content, etc, etc, but it's very grainy when there's no natural light like there is today. So anyways, that's the content creator's issue to deal with. You'll definitely be getting content, trust me. There's a lot of mods coming, guys. There's a lot of mods coming, and a lot of very useful videos in terms of taking things apart and putting things back together. So if you want to do modifications on your own, which is what I like to do, I like taking pride in knowing that everything that's done on my car is by me. That's why I've done my own exhaust pipe. I will admit though, you all know my intake hose on the inside of the bonnet was done by the previous owner. So yes, unfortunately. Lots of things to come, guys. It's going to be a very busy end of the year. Oh, red ABARTH. The only time I see red ABARTHs is when we go to meets, but I never ever really see any on the road. I see yellow, I see the grey ones quite often, but I don't really see the red ones, not on my own when I'm driving around. I see them at the meets, of course. They're like the most common colour, but yeah, it's quite weird. Quite weird. Gear 3. It's a beautiful day, guys. It's beautiful. If you agree, I love it when it's like sunny but not too hot, so the skies are clear. You can be comfortable, you're not sweating your kahoonies off the whole time. These cars are very smooth, guys. If you look at that video where I posted with my cousin driving, the Tesla owner, basically, like, one of the first things he mentioned was how smooth the gearbox is, and it is. Like, let's be honest, you don't need, you know, obviously having all the fancy gear like the slip differential, obviously all those things is nice to have, but gears manually. It's a pretty easy gearbox. Pretty easy. It's quite nice. And I actually like the positioning of it. It's high up. You're not reaching down here. It's very nice. It's obviously designed for the seating position, which is also high up. So obviously it goes hand in hand, doesn't it? So obviously, I mean, they're not going to design an Abarth where you're seated up here and the gear lever's down there and you allow shifting over here. Anyways, I was on the road, Keegan. I was on the road. We don't risk other people's lives. It's not how we drive. Gear 2. 3. So it's not going to destroy petrol. When I had my TTS, the 2 litre, oh my word, bear in mind it was a quattro, which means there will be more demand for petrol to move more things. But oh my gosh, did that car go through petrol. That's the one thing about these is, it's also relevant, isn't it, to how hard you drive the car. But again, it's a 1.4. So your consumption's a lot lower than if you were doing this in a 2 litre or 2.5 litre or a 3 litre. Someone's probably going to call me out on that because you can probably do the chipping to the point where the car is so efficient. But anyways, we're speaking about litres of engines here, guys. We're jumping on the motorway to go off the motorway to get home. Gear 3. Just a little one. Oh, there's a Google camera. See if we can believe we're right behind the Google camera, guys. Oh my word, maybe we're going to be famous one day. That's brilliant. Wave. Hello. I can be such a child sometimes. Lol. T-Jet turbo, 165 horsepower, and a little thing like this, you really do feel the power to weight ratio. And I know there's so many people who hate on these cars just because they're Fiat 500s. But horsepower is horsepower, guys. It doesn't really matter in what shape or form it comes. Well, it does, obviously. But at the end of the day, if you've got 165 horsepower in a car that weighs minimal, you can have a lot of fun. And lots of fun. It's got legs, for sure. By the way, guys, for those of you who do watch my videos, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. I've always wanted to do something on YouTube. I've always wanted to do something that I'm passionate about, and for some reason this car page is just seeming to grow and grow and grow, so I can't thank you guys enough. What I was going to say is, if you want the full, sorry for the cars, if you want the full experience of these videos, and in terms of the sound of the car and you want to get a good feel for it, if you're looking to buy one, if you have one, if you're wanting to do some mods, the same as what I have, listen to these videos with earphones, because you're going to get all those extra little bits of turbo sound. You're going to get the exhaust goggles. Sometimes you won't hear it all when you're just listening through your speaker, but I promise you, when you've got that surround sound and then that block out, it's really, really much better. guys can see a Civic Type R, an Evo under the wraps. That guy also owns, he owns those two cars, and he owns an RS4 2004 model. The very nice ones, the B7 shape. I absolutely love those. I've always wanted one. So one day if you see one on the page on Sprocket, you know why. It's because I've managed to find one for a good price. But for now, I'm loving this. I'm loving the journey in this car, guys. I will not lie. I've had V8s before. I've had a 6-litre V8, which was a Chevy Lumina. That's what they're called in South Africa. They're called different names all over the world. They came from Australia, if I'm not mistaken, called the Holdens. Holden SS or something along those lines. That's what they were called in Australia. And in England, they were called the Vauxhall VXR8. But yes, 6-litre V8s. Or 6.2, I can't remember. Mine was 6-litre. I can't remember if they do a 6.2. I'm sure they do. But I love a V8, guys. One day I'm going to get another one, I promise you that. Just love that sound of V8 and the feel, just the purr. But when I got this car, I was shocked because I was like, this thing honestly has a very similar gargle to a V8. Like in terms of its deep sound and its gruntiness. Honestly, yeah, for a 1.4, like one of my videos I recently posted, the catfish one, it honestly does catch a lot of people. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to hit a like and a subscribe. Show your boy some love, and I'll see you in the next one.